Setup of additional companies for field level and data security is how you actually activate the features in other companies in the database. You can have many companies in a database, but you maybe only want field level and data security in some of them, and that's the one you would actually do this initial setup function in. You can actually also share data between companies, so as you create field level data security codes and even user security setup groups, you can actually use that between different companies also if you want. The setup of Nav Easy Security have finished in this database in here. So we have Easy Security setup, and if we look at field level and data security, we have implemented some of the tables with the code needed for field level and data security. But I have other companies in the database, so I want to go set up one of my other companies in this database to actually receive this data in here. And I will use the North America one in here. So as I switch to this company, I'm using the field level and data security role center, Easy Security role center. I will initially open up the field level and data security. There was a little pop-up here saying updating lookup data. This one populates some information that is used for lookups. It will be the pages for each table, and it will be all the actions on those pages in there. First thing I want to do in here is always to set up the copy from, and I only have one company, so I'm going to select that one in here, or you always only see one company. It's actually the one that will have the checkbox of install allowed up here. You always need to check this copy from setup company, because certain things like dynamic filters is always copied in here. By default, we suggest to copy field level security setups and data security setups. You can still create local ones, but you will be able to share these ones between the different companies. You can also copy user setup, and you can also copy group members in here. You can, even if you copy user security setup, still create local ones, but group members can only be copied, and you can't create local ones inside this company in here. But I finished this one, and I want to use this copy data between company in here, and it pulls in 8 new field level security codes and 1 data security code. Those happens to be the one that I have in my Easy Security company in here currently, and they have been pulled in here. One of the way you can tell that this one comes from the setup company is as a yes in this box out here. I can still create new ones, so let's say I actually want to have one for the customer where I can modify the address. As a suggestion here, I will copy the default in here, and I will go in and on top of this one, I will add a few changes. So on the customer card, compared to the very locked down read-only that I copied, I'll make that editable, and I will go in here and for every field I'll grayed out, but then I'm going to add some of the fields in here like name and address, city, contact, and I can also go and find the other part of the address down here. I want to make those editable, so I'll add those fields in here. And just to keep it the same way as before, where I really have limited access, I'll make all the actions view in here and go ahead and just add the ability for people to click on the ship to address. It didn't really matter what I do in here. But as I create this new setup for the customer table, I can see in here I have my address in here, and it's not marked as being currently coming from the setup company in here. So I can still create local ones in here. But basically after running that function, I will have all the data necessary in here. I created this new field level security code in here, and let's say I actually want to go to have my my field level security also in Kronos Europe, I'll have to do the same initial setup in here, select the company, and that's the EC Security company, and I want to copy from my setup company in here. As I have now selected that, I will again pull down the 8 new ones in here. As I look at these ones, this of course does not include my address because it was something I created locally in the other company. But one of the options you have is actually to go and copy information back to the EC Security company. So as I now go to the EC Security company and look at field level security codes, I can see in here I have a function copy from company. As I select that one, I can see in my North America company I have one field level security code that is unique in here, that is not being copied already. So I'll select that one, show me a list, and I can select one of them in here, and it will copy all the data, including the underlying structure down here. So if I look at this one, I'll see I have my 2 objects, and I'll add all the other data in here. As I have now copied this back again, I can actually now go and use the function to copy data between companies in here. This one, since I'm now running it from the EC Security, works kind of as a publish function for the login and permissions in here. It will basically push the data to all the companies. So the 2 companies I had set up has now been updated in here. And just to verify that everything works fine in here, I can go take a look at my Kronos Europe and look at my field level security code, and I'll see my new one for address is in here, and it's coming from the setup company. As I actually copied that back from my Kronos North America company, I will see, as I now go in and look at field level security codes, this one, the customer address, is now marked from the setup company. So if I actually try to change it, for example, go here and add another page, it will tell me that this one cannot be copied from another company. So basically now you would need to maintain this one in the EC Security company. But that also means, of course, it will be distributed to other places in here. The same functionality you have with field level security code of course also works for data security code. For user security, you can also copy these records, and you can create local ones inside this company. We normally suggest, if you use a default, for example, that you create that in EC Security with the blank user ID, and then you make the exceptions out here. Or you can have a group, for example warehouse, and set up that one, and then you can use the group members locally in here. You can also copy group members from the EC Security company if you need the exact same field level and data security in all companies, but there's not an option then to add local ones here at this point. So group members can only exist either in the company or either inside the EC Security company. And you control that one with the checkbox down here if you copy that other piece of the data in here. So as you saw in here, it is quite easy to set up additional companies. You just have to select the EC Security where it takes the data from. Then you select what to copy, and it defaults to field level and data security codes. And then you have the ability to actually from the EC Security company do a copy to all companies at the same time in here.